こんにちは、皆さん。今日、私たちは日本語を勉強しています。質問があれば、私に聞いてください。Greetings, everyone. Today we are studying Japanese. If you have any questions, then feel free to ask me at any time. I'm going to continue with Immersion with Card Captor Sakura. Wa oi sho. See, interest. Yeah, oisho. Yeah, oisho. Now notice she said oisho and she did not say oishi. In Japanese, the language is built around you can't say something you wouldn't actually know. So, oishi means it's delicious, but she hasn't actually eaten the food yet, so she can't say something is delicious. So it sort of has is that it looks like attachment. So in other words, it's saying it looks like it's delicious, and that's why she's saying so.
さくらさん、麺類好きだもんね。さくらさん、
Sakura-san, something ski demone. The Fujitaka. His name's okay. So Minri ski demone. Let's see, Wisteria and Noble Prosperity. Okay. Now that word is clearly by itself, so let's try to see if we can get a translation for it. Minrui, noodles, vermicelli. So noodles, wheat flour, sort of, kind of. So something about noodles, I guess. So I think he's saying, Sakura-san likes noodles. So this full sentence with particles would probably be something like, Sakura-san wa, menrui ga suki da mo ne. Since the ski actually is working on the noodles, the menrui. So Sakura-san, menrui suki da mo ne.
Ah, さくらさん、麺類好きだもんね。
Oh yes, and so that the way he said that statement about the noodles, it's basically like a question statement, like you know they like noodles, but you say it's sort of like a casual question anyway.
この写真大好き。この写真
Kono Shaishin Daisuki. Oh, I love this picture.
大好き。お母さんが16歳の時のだね。
See, Okasan ga Jurok Sai Noto Ki Noto Kino da ne. So something about her mother being when she's 16 years old. That's what the picture is. Let's see. Let's see. Oh yeah, Toki. This is the time Toki. So yeah. Yeah. So yeah, Okasan ga Jurok Sai no Toki no dane. So in other words, this whole phrase, and then because this ends with a noun, you have to have a no after it, and then Toki. So when this whole phrase was true, and then this no is making it like informational and normalizing this whole sentence. And so you could say like this is like you're stating a fact. This is a picture of my mother when she was 16 years old. So お母さんが16歳の時のだね。
この写真大好き。お母さんが16歳の時のだね。
うん。
お母さんのなでしこさんは中学生の時のだね。
うん。
お母さんのなでしこさん。
なでしこさん。Let's see. Who's Nadeshko-san? Nadeshko-san. That's obviously a person since it has san on it. Coming from smooth child. Okay, stroke, pat, smooth down. So Nadeshko is pink. Any flower of the genus. Unless this is the san as in like personifying an object, which is sometimes done in Japanese as well. Let's see. Okasan no. Yeah, because they're saying Okasan no Nadeshko-san, which shows possession, which means it. Unless that's what her mother's first name is, or something, Nadeshko. Let's see. Well, we'll find out in a moment. So, Okasa no Nadeshko-san wa.
うん。
お母さんのなでしこさんは中学生の頃からモデルのお仕事をしてて。
Chugakusei, or middle school student. No, Koro ka. Koro, I think this is short for Tokoro, so. Chugakusei no Koro kara, so Tokoro is place, but it can also mean time, so during the time period she was a middle school student. So 中学生の頃から so from that time period, モデルの仕事をしてて so she worked as a model, and this is in the continuous tense している, but of course they needed to connect to the next sentence, so they changed it to していて, which contracts to してて. So from the time she was a middle school student, she worked as a model. Yeah, 中学 学生 中学生 let's see
中学生の頃からモデルのお仕事をしてて、お母さんのなでしこさんは中学生の頃からモデルの
how
中
she's
学生の頃からモデル、お母さんのなでしこさんは中学生の頃から
it sounds like they're saying 学生 but it's just one K in there, so 学生 or 学生 yeah. So 中学生の頃からモデルのお仕事をしてて Okay, and yeah, so Nadeshko, so that was the mother's name, Nadeshko. Okay, so my mom, Nadeshko, has been working as a model since she was in middle school.
モデルのお仕事をしてて、雑誌に載った写真とかお父さんが写したのとかお仕事をしてて、雑誌
Osa Zashi magazine. Zashi, that's made from document records and miscellaneous. Zashi. Let's see. Nota. To be placed on Noru. To appear in print. Right, okay, board, get on, place on. Is this similar to the Noru as in ride a bus? Yeah, this Noru is just the get on it. Let's see, is related to this Noru. Anyway, so this is to get on, as in getting on a magazine, okay? Well, the other Nordu is like get on, as in getting on a bus. So, 雑誌に載った写真 so was on a magazine picture, then Toka, see, that's Oka-san ga something Shita no Toka. Utsutsu to copy, to duplicate, to reproduce, to trace, to describe, to depict, to portray, to express, to model after. Oh, to take a photo. Oto-san ga utsushita I was trying to say, like, she was on a picture of, on a magazine that her father took the picture of. Oh, and there are pictures of her from magazines and ones my dad took. Okay, so she's listing, like, all the types of pictures they have. That's why they're using the Toka particle there. So there's pictures of her from magazines. There's pictures of her that Dad took. And they're just using Toka between it, which is a non-exclusive way of listing a bunch of things. So they're literally putting a whole, like... Oh, you're just listing nouns in between it, yeah, because you have to, because they're particles, yeah. Hence why it's normalized after this utsushita, because it needs to be a noun. So, zashi ni note, okay. Zashi ni notta shashin to ka, oto-san ga utsushita no to ka.
時のだね。
うん。
お母さんのなでしこさんは中学生の頃からモデルのお仕事をしてて、雑誌に載った写真とかお父さんが写したのとか全部撮ってあるんだよ。
全部、全部撮ってあるんだよ。So, oh, let's see. Taken. So, tote is in the tote aru would be in the continuous form. All taken. All in the process of taking, or hmm. Oh, basically they're using taken and a continuous form to mean they have the pictures. Okay. Totte aru. They're using aru not only for exist but to have. Yeah, aru gets to have. So they continuously have or they continuously take. And then what did they take? They took all. So all those pictures they just listed, they have them all. So zenba totte arunda.
としてて、雑誌に載った写真とかお父さんが写したのとか全部撮ってあるんだよ。お母さん綺麗だね。
こんにちは。元気ですか? Oh, hello. Are you good? Well, 質問があれば聞いて、私に聞いてください. If you have any questions, then feel free to ask me.
お母さん綺麗だね。
お母さん綺麗だね. Or mother's beautiful.
ああ、世界一綺麗で優しくて素敵な人だよ。
世界綺麗で優しくて素敵な人だよ. And he said this as
綺麗だね。
ああ、世界一綺麗で優しい。
Oh, that's Ichi. Okay, yeah, Sekaiichi. So in other words, the Sekaiichi, or the number one in the world, and then Sekaiichi kirei de yasashikute suteki na hito dayo. So in other words, she was the most beautiful, kind, wonderful person in the world.
お母さん綺麗だね。
ああ、世界一綺麗で優しくて素敵な人だよ。ああ。
Oh, this is actually a great example of how you're supposed to properly chain descriptors. This is a keiyo doshi, or not adjective, and it's being used not in place in front of the noun, which is this, but it's being used for other descriptors. So instead of na, you put de. And this is not the de like the particle de you're used to. This is just the na in a different form. Then, yes, this is yasashi, but because it's being used as a descriptor that's and we're chaining on to other descriptors after it, you have to put it in its connective form. So you drop the e on the end, which is that little I, essentially, and add kute to put it in its connective form. And then steki, the final descriptor, but it's a na adjective, so you have to have na after it. And then you can finally say what you're talking about, hito, or person.
世界一綺麗で優しくて素敵な人だよ。
私はお母さんが死んだ時
私はお母さんが死んだ時、so so as for me, when my mother died, or as for when my mother died, I noticed there's no after before this toki because there's no, this isn't a noun, this is a sentence here, so you don't need the no.
まだ3歳だったからよく覚えてないんだけど、私はお母さんが死んだ時まだ3歳だったからよく覚えてないんだけど、
まだ3歳だったらから、so still was still 3 years old. This, yeah, past tense, 3 years old, and then still, and then from that, よく
が死んだ時まだ3歳だったからよく覚えてないんだけど、お父さん、私はお母さんが死んだ時まだ3歳だったからよく覚えてないんだ。
覚えて。Isn't that to teach, if I remember correctly? So, よく覚えてない、nine, what was that to learn? Let's see. 覚えてないんだけど, though from context, I would say it's probably remember from the context of this statement. Let's see. 覚えてない. To memorize, to commit to memory, to learn by heart. So, basically to memorize. So, not memorize well, so that implies that she may have some, notice that they have that descriptor yoku for well on here. That implies that she may have some very bad memories, as in can't really remember them that well, and not completely. If she wanted to say no memories at all, she would have just said oboete nai, but she put the clarifier yoku on here, which implies that there could still be some really fuzzy memories. So, まだ3歳だったからよく覚えてないんだけど, so I was still 3 years old, so I don't remember her very well, but
だけど、お父さんがお母さんのいろんなお話してくれるから。
お父さんがお母さんのいろん、let's see, いろんなお話してくれるから、so お父さんSo, Edon. What is Edon? Edon, okay. A variety of all sorts of many different. So, Irona. And notice that n is not part of like it, make it an interrogative or for information. That's actually part of the word spelling itself. Iron. I know Ito should also mean the same thing as various, if I remember correctly. Ito. Not adjective, yeah, okay. Or Keiyodoshi, variety, sorts of, can be. Oh, this Ito. Oh, this is the one you can use, only use just as a before noun, while the other one could be used in many more locations. So, Oto-san ga Oka-san no iro na hanashite kureru kara. So, father spoke of various things about mother. And she's basically saying she received him speaking of various things about mother, if you want the more literal translation.
はお母さんが死んだ時まだ3歳だったからよく覚えてないんだけど
Yeah, Oto-san spoke various things about Oka-san, yeah.
お父さんがお母さんのいろんなお話してくれるからが死んだ時まだ3歳だったからよく覚えてないんだけどお父さんが
Yeah, oh yeah, also take note that, there would no, let's see, where would the be particle be? Let's see, Oka-san's, various things. Now we have na here, so there wouldn't be a particle here. Oh, I guess there wouldn't be a particle in that part of the sentence. There a particle dropped in okay, every particle's in there, okay.
お母さんのいろんなお話してくれるからお母さんが大好き
Okasan ga daisuki, I love mother.
ほらほら、早く食べないと冷めちゃいますよ。
Hora hora, hayaku, tabenai to, something mechaimasyo. Look, see, hey. I think it's being used more like hey in this sense. Hora hora. And then same chaimasu. Sameru, to cool down, to get cold. So this same. Oh, this is let's see. Yeah, this is from Chao. Okay, so this is normally semete shi shimaimasu, but it's contracted down to seme chaimasu. So it's cool in the active state of cooling. So hora hora hayaku tabenai to sameru, yeah, okay. Hora hora hayaku tabenai to samechaimasu yo. So hey, if we don't eat quickly, it's getting colder. In other words, the food's getting colder.
大好き。
ほらほら、早く食べないと冷めちゃいますよ。
お父さんも急がないと新幹線に間に合わないよ。
お父さんも
ほらほら、早く食べないと冷めちゃいますよ。
お父さんも急がないと新幹線に間に合わないよ。
ないと冷めちゃいますよ。
isoganai from isogu, to hurry, to rush. So otosan mo isoganai to. So if father doesn't rush, Shinkansen ni mani, this like period of time, and then awanai, or not match. So if, let's see, if father doesn't hurry, then you won't match the time period of the Shinkansen, the particular bullet train. So in other words, he's going to miss his train if he doesn't hurry. Oto-san mo isoganai to Shinkansen ni mani awanai yo. Let's see, this comes from new trunk capability line track. Okay.
ほらほら、早く食べないと冷めちゃいますよ。
お父さんも急がないと新幹線に間に合わないよ。
はいはい。
お父さんも兄ちゃんも出かけてんのか。
See.
お父さんも兄ちゃんも出。
Okay, he did say that, yeah. Otohan mo oni. Okay, yeah. Otohan mo oni-chan mo dekaketen ten non-ka. So Dekakuru's going out for like the day, but in this case it's at night, so they're going out for the night. And then now, what's with the excessive amount of N's and O's? I think he's basically asking, why did your father and brother go out for the night? Night is implied since it's at nighttime right now. Or more literally, like, why did your father and brother go out? Han. Oto Han. Is that a Kansai Ben thing, saying Oto Han? Oh, that's right, yeah, he's not asking why they went out. He's asking, are they out somewhere? But the fact that he's flying around means he already knows they're out. Because usually he's stuck in Sakura's room. So... let's see. Otohan, a dialectal variation of Otosan meaning father or dad. Suffix han is a common phonetic shift for san in the Kansai dialect. Dekakete, okay. A colloquial contraction of no, which adds explanatory emphatic nuance to the statement. De, ted form. There's no de in there. So de, the ted form of the couplet da, or des in polite speech, though it's just casual here, it links the explanatory clause to the question. Casual dialect contraction of no ka, which forms a question. The structural ten non ka is very common Kansai dialect pattern. Or are you doing, or is it? Or full translation, are both your dad and your older brother out? What? Usually the... oh, I wonder if this first in has to do with, Gtk. Explain Gtk.in Gtk.in non-ka in detail. Non-ka in detail. Let's see, dekakete, te form of the dekakeru, okay. 10. This is Kansai dialect contraction for teiru, which indicates continuing state. Okay, that's right. That can replace the ru in te. Can replace the ru or the iru in continuous statement. Okay, yeah. In Kansai dialect, iru is often replaced with oru, leading to teoru, which contracts to toru. However, 10 is a common variant for this continuous state. Okay, so that's just 10. So that's just dekake iru no. So the no is the normalizer. So what is that second therefore? So no, this is explanatory or softening particle when attached to the verb. It turns a statement into an explanation or soft question. Dekaketen no can mean is out, you see, okay. or the reason is that he is out. Okay. Then de. What's this de they talk about? See, in Kansai dialect, de often replaces yo as an emphatic or assertive sentence particle. It adds the sense of you know or I'm telling you so. So de kaketen known becomes de kaketen to add in. And then nka, this is a contraction of no ka, which is a question part. Okay. It turns the entire preceding statement into a question, often with a nuance of surprise or curiosity. Yes. See, there is no de after 10. So why are you mentioning it? Also, it already has no to normalize it. Why does it need a Yes, you're correct. To quote earlier, the phrase "de kakaten" and known card does not contain a separate dead particle. The confusion arose from incorrectly separating elements that are actually a single fused dialect contraction. Okay. So de kakate plus iru no meaning is out. Okay. The Kansai dialect, right? Ten or toru. The no here is part of the te iru no structure, which turns the verb into a statement or fact or explanation. So, no nka, this is a single fused Kansai dialect interrogative ending, combining the explanatory no, which has become be a sound change, and the ka. That is okay. The and known ka is not a separate and added for an emphasis. It is a contracted form of no. So no ka is directly corresponds to the standard Japanese no ka. It already has no in front of the. Why does it have a second? One. Let's see the two no sounds in de kaketen known ka is not a repetition of the same grammatical element. They are distinct components that have undergone phonetic contraction and fusion in Kansai dialect. The first no contracted to this comes from te iru, which indicates continuing state. Okay. Second no contracted to is the explanatory no or no da, which uses the state a fact or seek confirmation in casual speech. No something and the explanatory no and the question confused together because the explanatory no is pronounced as This combination became nka. However, in consonant dialect, this is often further elongated and emphasized as no nonka, where the non represents the fused, drawn out no sound for the explanatory no. Okay. So apparently, in addition to do the explanatory no, you can not only do no and but you can in Kansai dialect you can do known as well to add emphasis. Okay, so that explains it. So Otohan mo Oni-chan mo dekaketen nonka. So it's is your father and brother out? Oh, I think in this context, he doesn't want a direct answer to that question because he's already floating around, but unless he wanted to make sure, I'm not sure. Maybe he wants to know the reason why they're out.
はいはい。
お父さんも兄ちゃんも出かけてんのか？お兄ちゃんはバイト。お父さんは学会があって出張なの。
お兄ちゃんはバイト、お父さんは、let's see.
お父さんも兄ちゃんも出かけてんのか？お兄ちゃんはバイト。お父さんは学会があって出張なの。バイト。
The Oni-chan wa baito, in other words, he's at a part-time job. If I remember correctly, baito is short for aru baito. Aru baito? Yes, aru baito. And Gakkai, Learned Society, Scientific Society, Academy. Academy is probably the best one for this case. Let's see. Gakkai. So, Oto-san wa Gakkai ga, let's see, ga atte de, oh, Shukcho na business trip, official trip. Shukcho. So, why did you put ate here, though? Explain the grammar of this. see, at first, let's see. Oni-chan wa baito. Let's see. Oto-san wa gakai ga atte. Shukcho na. Oh, konnichiwa, Kusano Suzuki. Konnichiwa, Skate Fast. Genki desu ka? Let's see. Yo-yo, how are you going? Yeah, I'm going good. Let's see. Konnichiwa, let's see. Imi ga wakarimasu. I can understand the meaning. Ii desu, that's good. Komento yo mimasu ka? Comment C? Do you see the comment? Yes, I do see your comments. Yes, sorry, I don't always look right away at the chat. I have to go back and forth between screens. Okay, well, if you have any questions, then feel free to ask. Okay, continue with this grammar. Shukcho na. Okay, shukcho. So, otos-san wa gakai ga atte shukcho na. Shukcho na. Business trip. Ate, the te form of aru, so there is. Why do we have the te form of aru? I wonder if it's you don't run nouns together. Why? So this is gakai or academic meeting. So there exists or they're having a academic meeting, and that's a descriptor for business trips. So an academic meeting business trip, essentially, with this whole phrase right here being used as like an adjective to describe the type of business trip. Let's see. The lack of an explicit conjunction like soshite or kata is normal in spoken Japanese, especially in explanatory or narrative contexts. Verb omission. In the first clause, it is common when an action is understood. here. Has a part-time job or is working part-time. Nano. Okay. At the end softens the statement and gives an explanatory feel often used by female speakers or in gentle explanations. Why is ate used? Let's see. The te form of the verb are to exist is used to express reason or cause equivalent to because there is, since there is. So, gakkai ga aru, there is a conference. Gakkai ga atte, because there is a conference, or since there is a conference. Yeah, it's basically the conference exists, but in connective form. Okay. Followed by shok cha no shuk shukcho. Followed by the result like shukcho is on a business trip, indicates causality. So gakkai ga atte shukcho nano means he's on a business trip because there's a conference. Konnichiwa, Donnie Slacks. Genki desu ka? Genki da yo. Shitsumon ga areba, watashi ni kiite kudasai. If you have any questions, then ask me. I'm good. Pulling this all together. Oni-chan wa baito. Oto-san wa gakkai ga atte. Shukcho. So Oni-chan wa baito. Oto-san wa gakkai ga atte shukcho nano.
なよ。
はいはい。
お父さんも兄ちゃんも出かけてんのか？お兄ちゃんはバイト。お父さんは学会があって出張なの。ほーん。お父さんプリン作っていってくれたんだよ。
Oto-san, pudding, I think she said scatte?
学会があって出張なの。ほーん。お父さんプリン作っていってくれたんだ。
Scoot. That's right, it's scootu. That's the word. Yeah, I'm thinking scao to use. Yeah, scootu is the word. Okay. Scoote. Oto-san, pudding scoote ite kuretan da yo. Oh, let's see. Pudding. Pudding. Something tells me this means prince. Or something. No, not black hair. Oh, maybe pudding chemistry. What is pudding in chemistry? He is a professor. Though he's an archaeology professor, so the only chemistry he'd be looking into is anything related to archaeology. Proteins serve as the foundational structure for critical biomolecules, including DNA and RNA. Oh. Okay. Now I think this is supposed to be pudding, the first definition, pudding, okay. Pudding. That's interesting, they use the same word for both. So, okay. So, お父さん、プリン作っていてくれたんだよ. Yeah, so she received from her dad the making of pudding. In other words, dad made pudding for her. Yeah, because kureta is past tense of to give, but it's someone else's giving. So dad gave her pudding. So お父さん、プリン作っていてくれたんだよ.
お兄ちゃんはバイト、お父さんは学会があって出張なの。ほう。お父さんプリン作っていってくれたんだよ。お兄ちゃんの分も一緒に食べちゃおう。お父さんプリン作っていってくれたんだよ。お兄ちゃんの分
お兄ちゃんの
も一緒に食べお父さんプリン作っていってくれたんだよ。お兄ちゃんの分も一緒に食べ
お兄ちゃんの something も一緒に食べちゃう. So 一緒together, then 食べちゃう or 食べてしまう. So in other words, shall we eat together and then oh wait, that's probably part, as in Oni-chan's part of the pudding. She's suggesting to take his pudding. That's right, because that kanji also gets used with part. Boon. Part, portion, share. Yeah, when it's boon or poon, it's being used in a time sense, and boon, it's being used as a portion or part sense. I'll just eat my brother's portion too. Okay, why is Isho being used in this then? I think it's supposed to be saying, shall we eat our brother's portion together or something like that? Let's see, Isho ni, okay, means, together at the same time. Here it implies eating both portions in one go. Okay, so the Isho's, it's not so much about eating with another person, but it's about eating both your portion and someone else's portion, so you're eating both portions together. Let's see, how do you know that? Let's see, and then the shimao is sometimes regret, but in casual positive context, it can mean go ahead and do with a playful or bold tone. So the playful or bold tone is what she's using, that she's going to go and eat her brother's pudding. So, how do you know that Isho ni is in reference to both the brother and her own pudding in not eating with another person? The phrase Isho ni in Oni-chan no Bunmo Isho ni tabechao refers to eating both the speaker's and the brother's pudding in one go, not eating with another person. This interpretation is based on the context and grammar. Let's see. Tabecho, let's eat, indicating how the action's done. Okay. To get each is together in a single action. Okay. The mo and the mo and Oni-chan no Bun, Big Brother portions implies inclusion, not just the speaker's own food, but also the brother's. There is no subject or agent mentioned for eating together, so Ishoni does not indicate sharing a meal socially. Instead, it emphasizes combining actions. Let's go ahead and eat both portions at once. This is being said to another person, though. Even though the sentence, okay, is said to another person, Isho still refers to combining actions, eating both the speaker's and the brother's portions in one go, not eating with someone. Ishoni modifies the tabe chao, let's eat, indicating how the eating will happen in a single combined action. Mo also shows inclusion of brother's share, not a second person. Okay. So even when the speaker spoke to someone else, the grammar points to eating two portions together, not dining with a companion. If the speaker meant let's eat together with, okay, they would typically say A cheeky tone comes from saying I'm gonna eat both mine and your brother's in one. Okay. How would they say? How would they say? Let us both eat my and my brother's portion together. To say let's both eat my and my brother's portions together, meaning the speaker and another person jointly eats both portions, you would say, let's see, Watashi no bun to Oni-chan no bun isho ni tabeyo. That's basically the same thing. Well, I'm gonna guess from context of keroberusu, getting excited, that means eating together. So, Oto-san point.
お兄ちゃんの分も一緒に食べちゃおう。お父さんプリン作っていってくれたんだよ。お兄ちゃんの分も一緒に食べちゃおう。お父さんプリン作っていってくれたんだよ。
Oni-chan no bun mo isho ni tebechao.
お兄ちゃんの分も一緒に食べちゃおう。わーい、プリンやプリン。
Let's see, why, pudding, yeah, pudding, so, pudding and pudding, and that's the non-exclusive and using ya. Is this Y supposed to be a way of saying I in Kansai Ben, or is it just an interjection, I wonder? What is the Y in this statement? Why? Okay. Interjection expressing excitement, happiness, or delight. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. And then this is, Denwa no Chaku Shinon ringtone. So let's see. Arrive, faith sound. Arrive, trust sound. Sound you trust to let you know when a call arrives, I guess. I don't know. Denwa no Chakushinon, or phone's ringtone.
プリン作っていってくれたんだよ。お兄ちゃんの分も一緒に食べちゃおう。わーい、プリンやプリン。あ、ワイが取ってきたる。
Yが取ってきた take come 来たる
分も一緒に食べちゃおう。わーい、プリンやプリン。あ、ワイが取ってきたる。
So take Kitaru. Kitaru pronoun next. Phone rings, okay. Oh, I'll get it. Let's see. Explain the grammar of so Totte Kitaru. This is the dialectal colloquial contraction of Totte Kite Aru. So, take, come, existing, or having. Why, why did you change the kanji for that? Mote kite. So mote is to hold, and then kite is to come, so bring. So in other words, I'm going to bring the phone. Interesting. So tote kite is used the same way as mote kite. Okay, and then so mote kite. This is okay, but they're saying mote kite aru. Okay, to bring. Okay, taru. This ending is a characteristic of Kansai dialect Osaka Kyoto. Standard Japanese, this would be aru or kita. If it implies we don't state, it means I have brought it, and here it is. Or if it implies an action completion, it means I've brought it. Okay. The use. This is someone offering to bring the phone when they hear it. Why is aru on the end? But uses the verb aru in a specific dialectal contraction to express future intention or volition. So tote kitaru, the core verb, okay, which gets used for mote. Wait, did he actually say mote? Is this just a kanji change? Let's listen.
って出張なの。ほう。お父さんプリン作っていってくれたんだよ。お兄ちゃんの分も一緒に食べちゃおう。わーい、プリンやプリン。あ、ワイが取ってきたる。 が取ってきたる。くれたんだよ。お兄ちゃんの分も一緒に食べちゃおう。わーい、プリンやプリン。わいが取ってきたる。
Deti Kitaru. Sounds more sort of like Deki. Deti. Dete. But it's, dictionary says Tete. Okay, so. Oh, Tote says Tote. But it sort of sounds like D sound, the way he's saying it.
Puri. わいが取ってきたる。の分も一緒に食べちゃおう。わーい、プリンやプリン。わいが取ってきたる。
So, Kitaru, okay, a dialectal form of kudu to come, combined with aru. In many Western Japanese dialects like Kansai Ben, the verb aru is used to indicate that an action will be done for the listener, or to express future action or intentions. Okay, so it's the formal reason. It's to express that it's being done for the listener. So bringing it, and then I guess this is the to have aru. So bringing it to have. So it's being brought to have. In other words, bring the phone for her. Wai ga totte kitaru. And this was Chakushinon. Denwa no Chakushinon.
くれたんだよ。お兄ちゃんの分も一緒に食べちゃおう。わーい、プリンやプリン。わいが取ってきたる。はい、木之本です。
Hi, Kinomoto desu. That's her last name.
ともよちゃん、どうしたの
Tomoya-chan, dosta no. So no, Tomoya-chan, her friend, I guess, dos, like, what's been going on, I guess? Because doste is more like, what are you doing? As an active, more present tense. So, what have you been doing, I guess? Or what's going on? Dosta no. Or is it maybe what's wrong? Okay, so basically it more literally translates to what way already occurred. Dosta no.
はい、木之本です。ともよちゃん、どうしたのまた森へ行ったどうしたの
Mata moye ita. So, went to the forest again. And so this was past tense, someone must have already gone. And it's using here, which comes from the character he. But it's as a particle, it's pronounced e. And, because she's not going, they didn't go to a particular spot. They went to like a general area, like a forest. So when you're going to general areas, you refer to it with instead of ni. Matamori e ita.
もよちゃんどうしたの？また森へ行った？ええ、千春ちゃんから電話があってたらしく。はい、木之本です。ともよちゃんどうしたの？また森へ行った？ええ。
Or yes, in this case. Chihara-chan kara denwa ga atte. So from Chihara chan to have a phone in other words, she's saying yes, she got a phone call from Chihara chan.
Kinomoto です。ともよちゃんどうしたの？また森へ行った？ええ、千春ちゃんから電話があって今度は別の部員の人たちと行ったらしくて。千春ちゃんから電話があって
今度は
別の部員の人。
betsu, distinction, difference, discrimination, separate. Okay, so kondo wa betsu no buin, staff member, club, society. So a different club, I'm guessing. No, different clubs, hitotachi, people. So different club people. In other words, with an as for this time a different club, and then to, so with the different clubs people. And what do? They eat rash. Let's see, rashikute. So why is rashi here? Oh, it seems like it appears like, okay. So I guess it implies that she heard this. She didn't see it with her own eyes. So hence why she's saying Rashi, since you can't say things, you have to actually state when you don't fully know something in Japanese. That's the way the language is. How to express judgment. She explained when to use Rashi, and it appears that the way it's been conjugated, it's a keiyoshi or I adjective. So primarily used to express hearsay. Use Rashi to indicate that information is based on what you have heard, read, or inferred from indirect evidence rather than a direct observation. It translates to it seems, apparently, or I heard that. Okay, so kondo wa betsu. Okay, yeah. Kondo wa betsu ni buin. Okay, so this comes from staff member. This comes, yeah, section, burial department, class, and employee or member. So some organizations members, aka staff member, booing. So, kondo wa betsu no booing no hitotachi to ita rashikute. And it's rashikute instead of rashi because this is being connected to the next sentence. Oh, this sort of goes that in the previous line, this Chihara-chan kara denwa ga atte. So, yes, from Chihara-chan, denwa ga atte. So, denwa ga aru is like phone call to have or existed. And then because of the phone call that existed, continuing, kondo wa betsu no booing no hitotachi to ita rashikute. So because of the phone call that existed, she heard that Chihara-chan went with another club.
千春ちゃんから電話があって、今度は別の部員の人たちと行ったらしくて、そしたらまた出たんですって、幽霊。そしたら
Okay. Soshitara. I think Soshitara is from so as an SOU, and then Shitara, which is from sudo in its conditional tara form. Soshitara Mara Detan Des Te. So from that, again, the ghost came out. Oh, okay, from that, it came out again, or she said it came out again, and then she finally said what came out again. The ghost did. Yude. So this is organized this way to be a little more dramatic. So it's like Soshitara from that Mara detan deste. She said, because this sute is short for Toiyu. And then what came out? The Yude, the ghost. So, and apparently it showed up again, the ghost. Yes, she had a car and said she went there with some other club members. This time, and apparently it showed up again, the ghost. Yude. Remember that. This can only be, Yude can only be used with ghost-like things like specters. It cannot be used with demons because it specifically means ghostly things. Which comes from spirit or soul, and confine, seclude, faint, dark, tranquil, calm. Okay. So confined soul, aka a ghost. Does Soshitara come from Soshitara? Okay, what's the difference between Soshite and Soshitara? That would be good to know. Okay, yeah, so it's commonly shortened to Soshitara. Okay, so yes, it is from that. Soshitara. Let's see. Many meanings at that time, as soon after that. Okay. Following next after, in order of position, narration, or enumeration. As a necessary consequence. So as a consequence from that. Okay. So Soshite derives from Soshite, okay, which literally means do so and. Thus, when you use it between the sentence, it roughly means after that, and corresponds to the definition under branch 2, okay, soon after that. Soshitada is likewise a contraction of Soshitada, which means if have done so. If you translate it using then, basically the 3A and B1. In the list, okay, because other definitions are not okay. Usage-wise, Soshite is established word even if it's a contraction, while Soshitada is still counted as non-standard colloquial form. So they're saying Soshitada. So from that, and do so and so Soshite is that, and then Soshitada is, if you want to say, as a necessary consequence, or in that case. So in other words, it's sort of like the when meaning that you see in other conditional tadas. So when that occurred, or as a consequence of that. So okay, Soshitada. So as a consequence of going there with another club, they said it came out again, the ghost. Soshitada mara detan deste yurei.
の部員の人たちと言ったらしくて、そしたらまた出たんですって。幽霊。今度は別の部員の人たちと言ったらしくて、そしたらまた出たんですって。幽霊。なんやカードキャプターがこんなもんで
なんやなんや、カードキャプターが。What is this Nayan? Oh, it could be the dot particle. Nanya Nanya. Let's see, difficulty, trouble, hardship, shortage. I think we'll have to see the rest of the sentence to know what it fully means. What's this, what's this? Or in other words, what's the trouble? Let's see, Nanya Nanya Card Captor
がこんなもんでビビ。
Konna moan. So this kind of thing. Konna moan de bibite. Donai. Okay, that's right. Donai, if I remember correctly. It's used in Kansai Ben to mean the same thing as Donna. So Donai. So Donna, what kind of thing? So Donai Surunya. So what kind of thing are you doing? In other words, what are you doing? Konamon. So this kind of thing. So and the limitations of this type of thing. Konamon de bibite. What is bibite? Bibiru. To feel nervous, to feel afraid, to feel self-conscious, to be startled, to be surprised. So what is this? What is this? Card Captor Sakura. Feeling nervous. Feeling nervous. Doing. Like, what are you? Let's see. What's Card Captors going to do? Getting all freaked out over something like this. Yeah, I figured he was saying something like that. Yeah. Remember in the previous stream, he had a conversation with her about why she gets scared at ghosts, but she's totally fine with capturing cards, and she's like, "Oh, I know what the cards are, but ghosts, I don't know anything about them." So that's why he's asking now, why are you getting nervous? You know about cards. You shouldn't be getting nervous. So let's see. The full sentence is, let's see, Card Captor ga Konamon de bibite. So Card Captor getting nervous for this type of thing, and then Donai Surun. What are you doing? So what are you doing? What's a card captor getting nervous about this kind of thing? And Donai Surun, yeah, okay. Concept dialect for, oh, okay, for dull, that's right, it's dull. Okay, not donut, but dull. Meaning how. So, yeah, do Surun, yeah, okay. A contraction of Surun, okay. Or shimasun, yeah, okay. Line in detail. Why are you scared? Okay, so why are you scared? Over such a thing, card. So why is Card Captor scared over such a thing? It. It's the. Donai surunya, a separate sentence. Separate clause. Clause that has been connected. Okay, clause 1, the nanya. Card Captor ga konamon de bibite, getting scared, or being like this. Okay. To feel nervous, to feel afraid. Intransitive. Okay. And then third clause, donai surunya. So it's like, what is this? What is this? Card captor getting scared? What are you doing? Okay, yes, it is a separate clause. So I see this translate. What's Card Captor going to do? Getting all freaked out over something like this?
なんやカードキャプターがこんなもんでビビってどないするんや。だって大丈
That said, or in other words, but.
なんやカードキャプターがこんなもんでビビってどないするんや。だって大丈夫ですの？大丈夫じゃないけど怪我した子もいたんでしょ？大丈夫。
Daijoubu janai. So, not okay. Janai kedo. Let's see, kegashita ko mo itan desho. Kegashita. Kega, injury. So, and this is a pseudo verb, transitive and intransitive. Okay, so kegashita, so already injured. Ko, okay, kids, childs, teenagers, youngsters, young. She's probably talking about those other club members. At least I think that's what she's talking about. So Daijobu Janai. So injured kids, Ita from past tense of Idu. Injured kids exist, desho. So I wonder if the kids are injured. I think referring to the club members. It's not exactly fine, but I think this is a bad translation. Let's see. Oh, Daijobu desu no. Oh, that was a question, not a statement. Okay, Daijobu desu no. So, are you okay? Okay. So, Daijobu janai, so I'm not okay, but, there are some kids that got hurt. Why is this show on that, though? Yeah, there's some kids that got hurt, didn't they? Let's see. Why is this show on this? Serves two primary functions based on context, inference, and seeking confirmation. Inference and speculation. The core meaning of desho here is probably, or I assume. The speaker's deduction that there were injured children based on the premise that the situation was not safe or not okay. It softens the statement from a factual assertion to a logical conclusion or guess, indicating that the speaker is not directly witnessing the event but inferring it from context. Okay, seeking confirmation. When used with an upward intonation or in specific structure, this show often means like right or isn't it? Okay. In English, okay. The speaker is likely sharing their understanding of the situation and soliciting agreement from the listener. It implies it probably happened, right? Or I assume that's what's happened, correct?
なんやカードキャプターがこんなもんでビビってどないするんや。だって大丈夫ですの？大丈夫じゃないけど怪我した子もいたんでしょ？けど怪我した子
So it's like, okay, so I'm not okay, but there were kids that got injured. At more of like, from my understanding, there's kids that got injured. Okay. So Daijobu janai kedo kega shita ko moitan desho.
ターがこんなもんでビビってどないするんや。だって大丈夫ですの？大丈夫じゃないけど怪我した子もいたんでしょ？けど大丈夫じゃないけど大丈夫ですの？大丈夫じゃないけど怪我した子もいたんでしょ？なんやカードキャプターがこんなもんでビビってどないするんや。だって大丈夫ですの？大丈夫じゃないけど。
質問がありますか? Are there any questions? Oh, konnichiwa, Wafer-kan. Genki desu ka? Do you have any questions? If there's no questions, then we're going to raid, so please stick around for that. If you can think of any questions, feel free to ask. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so let's see who to raid. We're gonna raid Kanade. Okay, the second person we're gonna raid is... Okay, we're gonna raid Victorious Vermilion. He's currently studying Japanese. We're gonna raid Dr. Disrespect. He's currently playing Apex Legends. Minasan, okiyotsukete. Mata ashita. Goodbye, everyone. See you tomorrow.